Hi, today I'm going to show you how to communicate between two xbee modules in API mode. And the first thing that I'm going to do is change the configuration of the xbee modules to API from AT. As you can see there in AT. So I'm going to go to the settings of the first xbee module. I'm already there. Then go down to the API enable setting, then change it to API enabled w/ppp2, which is the same as API is equals to 2 mode. And I'm going to write that. I'm going to go to the second xbee module and do the same. Okay, and that's it. So now the next thing I'm going to do is go to the console log. Here's the console log for the two xbee modules. This one for the first xbee module, and then I'm going to open the serial connection of both console logs. So I'm going to click on there, then there. Then next thing I'm going to do is create a frame on the first xbee module. To do that, I'm going to click on this plus icon, then change the name of the frame, so frame 1. Then I'm going to use the frames generator tool to create the frame. It's easier than doing it manually. So in the frames generator window, there are several things. There's a protocol, frame type, and then the frame parameters. So I'm going to leave the protocol at that since it's right, and then I'm going to change the frame type to a 16-bit address since I'm using 16-bit addressed xbee modules. And then here are the parameters. The parameters I'm going to change are the 16-bit address and the RF data. This 16-bit address is a DL, or the 16-bit address of the receiving xbee module. So if you know it, you can enter it here, and if you do not know it, you can just use FF so the xbee transmitting module can broadcast the frame to every xbee module that is in the same channel. So in this case, I'm going to use FFFF since I do not know the 16-bit address of the second xbee module. Then I'm going to enter the data that I want to send. Say hi. I'm going to check. This is data in hexadecimal, and that's pretty much it. Okay, down here we have the whole frame. It contains all the parameters that are up here. This is a start delimiter. This is the length. This over here is the frame type. This one is the frame ID, and then this is a 16-bit address. Then 00 is the options, and then 68, 69 is the hexadecimal equivalent of hi, which is my data, and then 2e is a checksum. So once I'm done, click on OK, then add frame. Okay, so I can send this frame to the other xbee module by clicking on send selected frame. So when I click there, you can see on the frames log it shows that it has transmitted a 16-bit address, and then it's the xbee module has received the acknowledge from the other xbee module to show that it received the message. So you can check on the frames log of the other xbee module, the receiving xbee module, and you'll see that it has received the packet. To see the contents of the packet, you click on the notification, and here are the contents. So I start delimiter length, frame type, 16-bit address, RSSI, options, RF data, and checksum. So everything is roughly the same as what we specified on the frame that we created, except for the RSSI, which is added onto the message that is being sent. So instead of sending one frame at a time, you can send it in a sequence, and to do that you set the time interval, let's say 100 milliseconds. Then you set the repeat times. You can use 10 repeat times, 11, whichever you want, or in my case you can loop infinitely, and then you can start the sequence. So once you start the sequence, you'll see that it is sending the message over and over again, the time interval of 100 milliseconds, and the receiving xbee module is receiving the send packet in the same way. So you can stop the sequence. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So for more information on the xbee, you can visit my blog arduinohacks.com.